P6 Professional Calendar Time Periods. In addition to specifying the hours per day work week in the P6 Professional Calendar, you must confirm the correct settings for time periods, or your schedule durations will be off. If your schedule start and finish dates and respective timestamps do not align with your workday schedule calendar, it is likely that your time period settings do not match your calendar. The following screenshot shows a sample hours per time period setting in P6 Professional. Hours year and hours month are estimates that may vary, but the hours per week and hours per day must be exact. A problem arises when the work week consists of 10-hour days and the hours per time period setting is 8 hours day. If you work 10 hours for the day and your hours day setting is 8, P6 Professional will say you worked 1.25 days that day, which is not what you want. You want 10 hours to be 1 day, not 1.25 days, for a 10-hour-a-day work week. This article demonstrates mismatched workweek day and hours per time period settings that confuse the task durations and how to correct them. The task durations in this picture assume a 10-hour workday. All tasks are assigned a 4x10 calendar with the following standard workweek hours. The calendar for the current month using this 4x10 workweek is displayed in this picture. The workweek in the image above is set by clicking the Workweek button in the Global Calendar dialog box. But specifying the workweek is not enough. We also need to specify the hours per time period by clicking the Time Periods button in this image. When we do that, the hours per time period dialog box appears as you will see below. In the hours per time period dialog, we find a mismatch. The workweek consists of 10-hour days, but the hours day time period is set to 8 hours day. The current setting says each 8-hour period is 1 day, which is incorrect. We want each 10-hour period to be 1 day. Further inspection of Figure 1 indicates confused task durations. The original durations of each day are whole days, and the respective deliverables are partial days. Note that project management is a level of effort, LOE, task whose duration is determined by its underlying tasks. The project management task is also a partial day. So, our 8 hours day setting is wrong. In Figure 6, we correct the hours day to match the 10-hour workday and click OK. When we click OK to exit, the Global Calendar dialog shows the following activity tables: original durations and start and finish date timestamps. What we originally specified as a whole number of days is now fractional, and the timestamps are inconsistent and do not match our 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. workdays. Also, note that the lag on pour concrete went from 18 to 14.4 days. To compensate for 1 day going from 8 to 10 hours, P6 Professional multiplied the original durations, including the lag duration, by 0.8. We most likely entered the original durations thinking each 10-hour timespan was 1 day, so multiplying each day by 0.8 is not what we want. We want to divide our new original duration values by 0.8 for each to adjust. The global change routine to convert the original durations is as follows. The above routine divides all 4x10 calendar tasks except milestones by 0.8. We click Apply Change to run the global change routine on our scheduled tasks. This is a report on the proposed changes. We confirm that they look correct, then click Commit Changes in the lower right corner of the report. Our tasks now have the correct whole number durations, but the durations of the deliverables look off, and the timestamps look askew. The project management load task is also fractional in duration. This is because we need to recalculate the schedule after modifying the durations. We recalculate the schedule. After calculating the schedule, the task and deliverable durations appear in this picture. The duration of both tasks and deliverables looks correct, and the timestamps all match our 10-hour 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. workdays. But notice that the lag of 18 days is now 14.4 days. As displayed in this picture, the lag for predecessor tasks is set to a 24-hour calendar. P6 displays the 24-hour calendar lag in days, which is confusing. According to our hours per day time period setting of 10, every 10-hour period is 1 day, so in 24 hours, this comes to 2.4 days each. We want a 6-day lag, so we multiply 2.4 days by 6. This computes to 14.4 days for the lag, which matches our lag after the global change routine. We can also confirm the correct lag days by entering the lag in hours. We want a 6-day lag, 6 times 24 hours equals 144 hours. We enter 144 hours for the lag in this picture. It computes to 14.4 days, so that confirms our lag in days is correct. Now, we want to reset our baseline to match our corrected schedule. We choose Project, Maintain Baselines, and in the Maintain Baselines dialog, we click the Add button, choose to save a copy of the current project as a new baseline, and click OK. This becomes the baseline for pipe repairs and improvement, B3. In the Assign Baselines dialog, we assign the B3 baseline to the project baseline and the primary baseline. This was done to achieve two purposes with one effort efficiently. We assigned the B3 baseline to the project baseline because the system administrator can lock the project baseline so no one can change it. We then assigned it to the primary baseline because P6 Professional comes standard with a predefined primary baseline bar in the bars dialog but not a project baseline bar. You can create a bar definition for the project baseline bar, but we already have one defined for the primary baseline bar. Why not use this predefined primary baseline bar definition to simplify our job? This picture displays the resulting schedule and updated baseline. We display the table to present our schedule with the correct task durations, deliverable durations and proper 7 am to 5 pm timestamps. All our days are whole numbers, and so are the respective deliverables. The timestamps should commence at 7 am and conclude at 5 pm. And they do. Setting weekly hours is a good start, but you must also specify the hours per time period to match, or your tasks and deliverable durations in the activity table will be off. If your schedule workweek is composed of 10-hour days, the time period hours per day must be 10 hours, so each 10-hour time span equates to 1 day and not 1.25 days. If you erroneously set the 10-hour workday time period hours per day to 8 hours and then adjust it to 10 hours, P6 Professional compensates by multiplying the durations by 0.8. If you initially thought you were defining 10-hour days, then to correct durations, divide them by 0.8, which can be efficiently computed using the global change routine. If done properly, whole day task durations equate to whole day deliverable durations. And the timestamps should match your whole day's durations. In our demonstration, our 10-hour workday started at 7 am and concluded at 5 pm.